Before we dive into this long chapter of creating the armor, I want to share a few tips with you. The first one is using shape keys to revise the proportion. So I will create the base shape key, which serve as reference, and then a second one, which will be our shape key for modification. So making sure this shape key is selected, I will first rename it, and then I will go into edit mode and revise the size of the ends, because this is the first proportion issues I've spotted. So I'm in the option on the left, I will make sure that X mirror is activated, and using proportional editing I will slightly reduce the size of the end. I can even reduce them a bit too much, because then using the shape key cursor I will be able to play with this reduction, which is very handy for the ends. Hey, and then I will create a second shape key for the legs. As you can see, his torso is very big compared to his legs, so this is really the time to work on it. I was in a stage where I've made a big part of the armor already, but that won't be a real problem to revise the size of the armor. So you can see this can be done really quickly, like in less than 10 minutes I was able to correct my character. I will tweak the armor that was already made. So as the armor pieces will be made separately, that's really easy to scale them up to fit the proportion of the character, and you will immediately see that he looks way better now. So now, how to apply those shape keys? So I know here I am quite at an advanced level. He's currently totally modeled, and you can feel really jealous about it because it will take you a lot of time to get to this. I will isolate it, pressing the slash key. So I have my two shape keys we have created before with the right values, and to apply them and make this shape being the base mesh, let's say, I will click here and click new shape key from mix, so that I can get rid of those two shape key, and this one will be the mix currently of those two, meaning that whenever I will push this to one, I will get exactly the same result. So I can get rid of those two shape keys. Now set this one to 1. So now I can see both the leg and hand have changed shape. And now I just need to get rid of the basis, which is the base mesh, and then its modification here. So if I get rid of the base mesh, this will overwrite it. So I get rid of it, and then I can get rid of this shape key, and I go into edit mode to let's say confirm this, and when I get out of edit mode, my mesh is now okay. You can see that it fits the large scale of the armor. A second thing I'd like to show you is creating kind of your own matte cap. So what I mean here is that during I haven't been using this during the course, so you won't be seeing me using it, but I thought that would be really handy while I was doing it, but I was quite lazy to search for it, for such a solution. So here I will switch to, let's say for the shoulder plate, I will switch to material. So nothing will really happen. Everything's white, okay. I will create a new material, call this armor viewer, for example. Go into the node editor, and with the node wrangler add-on activated, I will press Ctrl T to get this texture informations. I will now load the Blender matte caps we have available here and choose a metallic one here. And then instead of UVs here, I will use reflections. And right click here just to get rid of the diffuser and get something a little more shiny. So here we go. I have the matte cap while I'm in another kind of viewport. And the benefit of this is that I can assign different material to different objects. So for example, I will select my character, press Ctrl L material to load the same material, and then I will create a copy and load a more fleshy look like this one, matte cap. There will be some scaling issues. So what we can do is that we can extend a bit the matte cap by changing its scale. So I will reduce it, trying to select those three. Let's try 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and I get something a little less metallic, but it is still. So let's try 0.3. And I can try to offset it. So I will select all of them here, and I will slightly offset them like 0.3. And then growing from 0.1 to 0.1, you can see that you're changing the position of the matte cap. So this 0.5 here is pretty nice. And as it is reflection based, whenever I change the point of view, it will follow. So this can be very easy while modeling to have a good preview of your character, for example. Instead of using classical material, using this reflection here to get the faked matte cap, you can combine it then with maybe AO in the viewport and give, let's say, a metallic material, a leather material, a fabric material, and the skin, and get real different color just to help you. So that's it. We will now dive into creating the armor. So that will be a lot of time lapse. I will spend some time on the first pieces of armor, but then this is a very linear workflow. So sometime I will just give you some tips, but let's say half of the videos will be pure time lapse with some soft music just to relax and learn stuff along the way. So hope you'll enjoy it.